Yeah, well, I guess my albums have always been musical snapshots of my life, reflecting events and influences at particular points in time. Throughout 2009, 2010, I found myself playing more with other artists and bands, singers as well as guitar players, so it seemed natural to record a duets album to reflect this phase of my career, and Two Timing is the result. In October 2010, I was on tour in Europe, and a couple of chance meetings resulted in some spontaneous recording sessions. US guitarist Stephen Bennett, he happened to be in Osnabrück the same day that I was there. We were invited to lunch by some mutual friends, and of course we got the guitars out and jammed. One thing led to another, and Mush Gnade is the result of that collaboration. Adam Rafferty is another US player. He's a very funky dude. We played some concerts together which were a bit of a hit with the audience, so of course we had to record. One of my personal highlights on this CD is Adam's solo in the Beatles' All My Loving. I have a lifetime's worth of wonderful memories of picking Chet Atkins and Jerry Reed tunes with Tommy Emmanuel back in Sydney in the 1980s when we both lived there. Baby's Coming Home is a pretty typical example of the kind of tunes that we would spend hours playing together. Tommy also joined me on the track Martina. It's a very personal tune written in remembrance of my sister. I'd known for many years that this was a tune just waiting to emerge, and it was such an honour to have Tommy join me with this tune. He's like a brother to me, and he plays so sweetly on this. Yeah, the opening tune, Guanches, was composed by Andrea Valeri, a brilliant young Italian guitarist from Tuscany. And wow, he's a great player, and I believe he'll be one of the shining lights in the guitar world. I love supporting young talent, and I'm really proud to have recorded with a couple of young guys that I've been mentoring over the years, Sam Shepard and Jason McGregor, both great young players. My Sweet Baby, yeah, that's a kind of a love song to the guitar, and I got my friend Nick Charles from Melbourne to help me interpret this, because it really works. He's a great blues player. He's got a great feel for this style, and he helped me interpret Mark Kryle's witty lyric about the passion that guitarists feel for their instruments.
I love to play my sweet baby like a ringing a bell. Yeah. My sweet baby's like a fine red wine. She just gets better with the passing time.
I play the tune Two Guitars with my friend from Sydney, Justin McCoy. He's one of my dearest friends. We played together for many years in a band called Hat Trick in the 1980s, and we used to incorporate a segment which we called J&Ms, which were our guitar duets. And some of my best musical memories are memories of arranging duets with Justin McCoy. Yeah, Demolition Derby. That's actually quite an old tune. I wrote that in the early 90s, and it was on an album called Finger Paintings. It's got a kind of a bluegrass feel, and I felt that was perfect for Brendan Radford. He's one of those multi-talented singer-songwriter guitar pickers, great demand as a session player. And what I really like about this one is the contrast of my finger style and Brendan's flat picking, because he's a real master of that style. I love ballads, and I love the sound and the style of Nat King Cole. When I Fall in Love is just such a gorgeous old tune, and Louis Shelton was the perfect guy to interpret that one. He's the godfather of taste and tone and style, and I was just happy to sit back and let Louis do his thing with this. Well, when I think about it, some of my favourite guitar albums are actually duet albums, and in particular I reference the albums that the great Chet Atkins recorded together with Jerry Reed, Mark Knopfler, Tommy Emmanuel, and others. And there's such a great joy and spontaneity in those recordings, and I wanted to capture some of that feeling that you can only get when you sit face to face with other musicians. I guess what I really hope is that listeners experience the same sort of feeling when they listen to Two Timing.